Framber Valdez got suspended for 6 games for intentionally throwing a pitch at Trevor Story, and then the dugouts emptied and everyone was on the field and they were mad about it. But I'm going to show you what Framber was really mad about and why he hit Trevor Story with the ball. This breakdown is brought to you by SeatGeek, and we're going to start in the first inning. There's 2 outs. There's a strike. He's dialed, and that ball gets through the infield, and now the Red Sox have a runner on. And I'm guessing in their scouting session, they said, get to second if you can get to second, because Framber, he shows you his hands. You can see what pitch he's about to throw, because if you're on second base, you can just see his grip. So we got a runner on second, and he is just looking in, and he's staring right at the hand in the glove, and the batter is looking at the runner on second, and he's touching his head, which is a signal to the batter that, hey, this is going to be not a fastball. It was an 0-2 curveball. He did not bite. And now the runner on second goes back to the bag, and he's standing on the base 1 foot, and he's making eye contact with the batter. And Hosmer, former big leaguer, he actually tweeted this out and broke it down. And I was so interested and excited to hear him say this, because I've been wondering it forever. Take a listen.
So get to second, and if you can see it, get on the bag, 1 foot, make eye contact with the hitter. If you can't see it, usually it's either 2 feet on the base or you stand on the right field side of second. So either 1 foot or left field side.
That's a little nugget of information on this that I've always been searching for. What's the indicator? How does the batter know that the runner is doing everything he's doing intentionally? And that makes a ton of sense. You have an indicator that says, hey, I've got knowledge. Pay attention to me. Or you stand on the other side of the base and you say, not. Now, every team might do this in a different way, but Hosmer's saying that this is what he thinks the Red Sox were doing here, which is fascinating. So now you've got Trevor Story, and you can see his eyes just wandering towards the pitcher, towards the runner, towards the pitcher, towards the runner, towards the runner, towards the pitcher, and then back to the runner, taps his head. So it's going to be another breaking ball or not a fastball. That's the point of view from the batter side where you can see the head tap right there. It's easily right in his line of vision, and then you pick it up and you say, that's in the dirt too. I'm not biting. Now you've got a full count. So whatever he throws, he's probably going to try and throw it in the zone. So you got to step back in the box. You got to make sure you're looking over there. And you say, oh, it's going to be another curveball? Okay, great news for me. 3-2 curveball. Can he do damage with it? There's a runner on second. He sits on it and hits it to third. Easy out, except botched. Absolutely botched. So all of this could have been avoided if the defense behind Framber just got some outs. Instead, it was a ground ball that looked like this and no outs. No outs. So we go to the next pitch below the zone, and then the next pitch, and Trevor Story's like, I'm getting to second base, dude. If we can tell our guys what's coming, that's a huge advantage. So I'm going to steal, and now I'm over here on second, and I look left, and I look left. And that's another indicator that they're using that Hosmer mentioned in his video as well. Just a quick head tilt left. It's a little less obvious than doing the head thing the whole time, and maybe it's not a curveball. Maybe it's just not a fastball. Maybe it's a changeup, and maybe it gets smacked for a 3-run home run. He was strikes away. He was a ground ball away. He was an out away from getting out of the first inning. Instead, Trevor Story signals to the batter the pitch. They hit a 3-run home run, ruin the outing for Framber. And there's the changeup grip. Right there, you can see the fingers are spread, the thumb is tucked, it's a changeup, and it is sat on, and it is hammered and celebrated accordingly in the dugout. Framber's like, God damn it, I was out of this inning. Just field the ground ball. Well, let's move on to the third inning, where once again Trevor Story finds himself on second base. His hand finds its way onto its helmet, and he looks left. So every indication that this is not going to be a fastball. And here's the view from there. Hand on the head, and then looks towards second base. Batter can see that easily, knows it's not a fastball, absolutely smokes the changeup again through the middle. Trevor Story's going to score, and Framber's day is getting awful, and he can't understand what's happening. He's thinking, he's wondering, he's pondering, he's thinking, he's sweating. And now another runner on second base, and the same standing on the base the same way, and another head turn. Okay, not a fastball, a curveball taken for a strike though. And now the runner on second's like, come on, dude. I told you, there it is. Let's go. I'm telling you, these aren't fastballs. Take a hack, Framber. Looking, dealing, another changeup, big swing, swung so hard at the changeup he fell down. Rafael at second base like, all right, come on, dude, it's on. Let's go. He's just being casual about it. Are you looking at me? No? Okay, then I'll step off. Okay, you looking at me? Hey, look at me, please look at me, please look at me, look at me, please look at me, please look at me. Oh my God, you're not going to look at me? I got to step off. Let's be casual about it. Are you going to look at me? We need to make eye contact here, dude. Trying to tell secrets, trying to tell. Okay, here we go. And looking. Great, good news. Now keep looking at me. Now keep looking. Yes, it's going to be not a fastball. All right? It's not a fastball again. Good job. We're on the same page. The 0-2 pitch, a curveball, and hit through the infield, and another run is going to come and score. And Framber says, and manager's like, what is going on? Oh my God, the next batter's just making it as obvious gets. Another changeup, another swing. Okay, looks like another changeup's coming, and there's another changeup, and that is smashed into the gap. Are they going to catch it? No, it just drops in. So it's kind of like the defense and the fact that they know what's coming is really hurting Framber. I think he's mad at his defense right now. I think he's shaking his head like, come on, guys. Get an out. What are you guys doing out there? And they're just like, we don't like you. How much did this affect things? Well, when there was a runner on second base, the Red Sox didn't swing and miss at a single pitch. They had a whiff percentage of 0. When there was not a runner on second base, they swung and missed at a quarter of their pitches. I'm guessing that as we got into the fourth inning, Framber was told about this in the dugout. He was shown some footage, and they said, Framber, you got to clean up. They know what you're doing. And he got mad about it, and his game was stinky, and he was probably like, take me out. And that's what the Red Sox announcer said, who they have their biases as well, but this is what they said about Framber in between innings before coming out for the fourth.
In between innings, he was super late to get out there. He didn't even want to go back out.
Yeah, so he's probably thinking, screw this. I don't want to go out there and give up more runs. Already giving up 8. It's no fun. Defense is failing me. They have my pitches. Take me out of the game, coach. This is brutal. But he's out there, and on the first pitch of the fourth inning, just a center cut fastball. It gets absolutely smoked, and then a great grab by this kid. He was pounding his glove. He gets under it. Oh, yeah, now he pounds his chest, gets the high five. Hey, makes her day, makes his day. Whole crowd section loves it. That man's a hero. Framber out here turning Tigers fans into Red Sox fans. Can't have that. Turning Contreras into a monster as he gets his high fives in the dugout. Next batter, 2 pitches later, curveball, homer. Don't need anyone on base to hit these pitches. They're just nothing burger pitches from a pitcher who's clearly very frustrated and mad. And the next batter coming up is Trevor Story, that son bitch that's been giving all my pitches away. He gave up the 3-run home run by sneaking and stealing my signs. So there's a party in the dugout. They're having fun. And then Framber says, party's over, folks. I'm mad. Framber hasn't thrown a 4-seam fastball all season because he throws a sinker, which is not going to be as fast, not as straight, a little more movement to it. And he says, you know what's a good time to bring out my 4-seam fastball for the first time all season? When I drilled Trevor Story in the back because he's a thief and he stole my signs and I'm mad at him. And also they're hitting home runs. And also my defense was failing me. Framber's got a lot going on. This was his reaction to it. And he's just kind of like taking breaths and faking. It almost looks like it was therapeutic for him, and now he regrets it. It almost looks like he's like, man, I shouldn't have done that. That's giving him a little credit. The catcher's reaction is just shame and disappointment. Oh, man, dude. I don't want to be part of this. Look at him walking with his head down. Oh, no, dude. I don't want to be. Don't associate me. Oh, my God. That's not good. And here's Trevor Story's reaction right to the back. Little smile at first, but then he's going to say, that's fucking bullshit, bro. Yeah, that's fucking bullshit. Umpire's trying to keep things cool. All right, stay back. I got it. We got it. But Contreras is coming out, and he's got one message to the umpire. Throw him out. You got to throw him out. Come on. He's like, we got it. We got to do the whole thing where we fake talk about it. Red Sox bullpen beat the Tigers bullpen in a landslide. And the Tigers manager, Hinch, he's just going up to Trevor Story and like, I'm sorry, man. Trevor Story's like, hey, man, it's not your fault. Not your fault. And now the Tigers bullpen is like, damn, I guess we got to go out too. And we should really hustle because we got to get Framber's back. Because he's our teammate and we gotta Okay, and then Hinch is talking to Contreras too, and it's just a lot like, yeah, okay, yeah, no, I understand. Yeah, I understand completely. Our bad. Umpires get together. They're going to decide on some things, talk about some things. Meanwhile, let's watch the replay from the ground's point of view. And I told you the party stopped. Well, the monster helmet was still on when he got hit, and then he's first to start John. He's got to throw the costume head so he can defend his teammates. The umpires were like, yeah, no, it was on purpose, so you're ejected. And Framber's like, no, it wasn't. No, never mind. He just says, oh, yeah, okay, I didn't want to be out here anyway. Everything was going against me. Thank you. That's what I wanted my manager to do. Take me out of this damn game. So he's just going to walk off. No reaction, no emotion, no nothing. I mean, if you are new to baseball or you don't know, Framber, not the best reputation. But who knows? Who knows? He hit him on purpose. He got suspended for it, and Hinch gets back to his seat. And look at how frustrated. I told him I didn't want this guy. I told him he was a head case. And then in his post-game press conference, did he defend his player or did he do the complete opposite?
I know when you go out on the field and you end up sort of in those confrontations, you usually feel like you're in your right because it didn't feel good being out there. So I understand it was a low moment of a frustrating night.
Oh, a low moment of a frustrating night. Dang. Hey, thank you very much for tuning in. If you were wondering why the videos have slowed down, I had Achilles surgery and I've been laid up and just miserable. So I appreciate the patience. We'll be back. I'm still kind of, this took me like 4 different days to edit. I can only not be foot above my heart for so long each day. It stinks. But we've all learned a lot about the sport of baseball. Now you have the knowledge of tipping pitches and how they do it. And we learned about the indicator. Thank you to Hosmer. Appreciate that. So take all this knowledge and buy yourself a ticket at SeatGeek and use Jomboy10 for 10% off. Get a good seat. Make sure you can see second base and watch all of this and bring someone who doesn't know so you can share it with them and sound smart. Make sure it's someone that would be interested and you're not just going to be like blah, 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 blah in their ear. SeatGeek, Jomboy10.